Welcome to the Blackout Awards. This interview is so special to me because this lady was such a part of my life and such a part of growing up. Like, she caused me a lot of beatings and all types of stuff because this lady was so instrumental when it came down to the 90s and the music. Like, the movement that she created was incredible. And as you can see, I don't need paper or a pen to talk about this because this was the way of the world. Like, back in those days when you talk about music, you talk about videos, it was so history in the making that it made such a change in your life as far as what you was doing when you heard that first Biggie song. And like when you seen Puffy and when I seen Mysa in that bubble bath with that champagne, with them champagne glass and the whole Biggie thing. And the funny thing about it was that she had women bleaching their hair blonde that had relaxers, not knowing that this 9 times out of 10 this lady ain't had no relaxers. So everybody had their hair all broke off and everything. But the good thing about it was that Janae came around so they could just gel it down and swipe it down. So you can never know what was going on with the hair. But it's so true. Like, I'm just so honored to have you here. And it's like, this is like a dream come true for me.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it's just like you, and when I talk about you and I talk about you being honored that night, and the people have nothing but great things to say about you, how big your heart is, that you're a sweet person. And it was like when I thought about this whole award show and who I would give it to, I said, Mysa. I said, this lady started such a stink. When you talk about Little Kim, you talk about Jodeci, you talk about Mary, that whole bad boy movement was crazy. I know this is supposed to be an interview and you're supposed to be talking, but it's just like, I'm just a fan, you know what I'm saying? And this is what this award show is about. Just being a fan of your work and an artist being a fan. I think that's the biggest compliment ever, to be a fan. And before we get started, I just want to thank BJ Coleman and the Coleman Entertainment Group for just making this all possible. Because this was something that I dreamed about, and he helped me make my dreams come true, along with Tongue PR. Because, see, it's people like Mysa Hylton that we cannot forget about, because before y'all little stylists started buying clothes and taking it back, this lady had the budget to do anything she wanted to do. Like, we talking about yachts and the Moet and this, that, and the other. But enough about me talking. Let's just talk about Mysa Hylton for right now. Mysa, I can go on and ask you, like, what was going through your mind in them days? Like, did you know what you were doing? Like what made you, like, why, how, where did you start? Like, who was the influential people in your life that started you with this fashion thing?
Well, I was always into fashion, into clothes, and into hair my whole life since I was a little girl. Mm-hmm. And I would daydream about clothes and how I would have my hair. And, you know, I always wanted to dye my hair different colors from a young age. I would get in trouble. My mother would find the dye boxes underneath the bed, and I'd be in punishment for weeks. But I was always into fashion, hair, and, like, image. And I found myself at the right place at the right time with the talents that were needed. So it was really, truly a blessing.
And it was, and it's like, compared to what people are doing now, because of course we're all in the same industry, so it's like, compared to what they're doing now, it's nothing from what you were doing. And the blessing was the type of budgets that you guys had. Like, from there until now, what changed as far as the videos? Like, what is going wrong with the whole music thing that you've seen? Because you was there from the beginning when Bad Boy was just dream. Like, what changed?
Well, I think back then a lot of the production companies like Puffy and Russell, who actually had a label, they modeled the Motown days, which artist development was really important. Sitting down at a table with management, publicity, you know, styling the artist, and really coming up with concepts, strong concepts, and you know, really, you know, reaching the demographic.